Greetings, Cincinnati. Long time no see. This is Mama Fatima coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana. I come giving praises to our Most High Creator and giving honor to the memory of our enslaved ancestors. And on behalf of NCOBRA's national co-chairs, Kenneth Henry and Willard Lett, I joyfully welcome you to this year's National Reparations Awareness Day. I'm not in Cincinnati right now, but I definitely still be there with you in spirit. Please note that this National Reparations Awareness Day 2023 video is being shared to further our collective understanding about what the reparations movement really is and why it is so vital to the future of our formerly enslaved Black people. Now, I do understand that some of us may be asking why Cobra believes in reparations or that it's even necessary in the 21st century at all. Well, the current civil rights laws have been in effect since 1964. And yes, we do in fact have some high achieving Black American success stories. And yes, we are very proud of those high achievers and what they have to offer. However, those inspiring, individual, feel-good, American dream success stories in no way compensate for the massive Black suffering that still exists in the USA today. Our people remain threatened by inequality, injustice, extreme poverty, educational underachievement, poor health, mass incarceration, highly toxic substandard housing conditions, and so on. Yes, indeed, the civil rights movement was a very positive step toward obtaining human equality and social inclusion for the entire United States of America. However, that legislation never directly addressed the intergenerational social, mental, and physical harms caused by the lingering effects of slavery. The damage caused by the dehumanizing Black bondage experience remains alive, well, and unrepaired as we speak today. Nevertheless, a common connection does in fact exist between the moral, humanitarian, and equalitarian intentions of the civil rights movement and the demand for reparations. Certainly, both plans of actions are necessary in our struggle for freedom. However, their strategies are not the same. You see, the quest for reparations directly addresses what needs to be done about crimes against humanity. And it is an undeniable fact that the human rights violations against the enslaved African descendants exceeded the limits of indecency. Our enslaved ancestors were officially declared 3/5 of a person and therefore less than human. The denial of Black humanity was a lie that gave our slave masters the unlawful and immoral right to sell our families apart and destroy them. It was a lie that was used to justify the oppressor's criminal acts that were designed to traumatize and implant fear in the USA's enslaved African descendants via terrorism and murderous lynching. Today, the United States is attempting to enforce international human rights laws. The international human rights laws hold offending organizational and governmental entities liable for the harm done to the human parties they have injured. The offending organizational and governmental entities must provide compensation to help the injured population repair the damage. Let it be known that in year 2016, the UN's Human Rights Council declared to the world that the United States of America owed its enslaved African descendant population compensation. You see, reparations is a way to promote peace, reconciliation, and healing. Okay, let's just do this. Clearly, the reparations demand is moving forward right now. In fact, there's a worldwide conversation going on about what the USA should do about the Black demand for reparations. Yet there is a big life-threatening problem that continues to exist among us enslaved African descendant injured parties. The truth of the matter is that there are just not enough enslaved African descendants who are willing to stand up for their own reparations. You see, brothers and sisters, we can no longer afford to trust our former masters to control our lives and make decisions about our future. We need to understand that we can never achieve self-determination and become a liberated people if we don't begin to take full responsibility for our own survival. It's time for us to solve our own problems. It's time for us to sit at the national and world table with dignity and independence. Therefore, in closing, I am urging each and every enslaved African descendant to rise up and support Cobra. The future of our Black children depends upon our ability to repair the harm that has, is, and will continue to wipe us out. We had segregation, we tried integration, and now it's time for reparations. They owe it, and we know it. Thank you for listening, and I love you. Peace and blessings to all. Okay. That's that.